This exercise is more of a passive exercise to open up your chest and to provide indirect stability for your lower back. So if you've got lower back pain, this is a great exercise to rest your lower back and also to passively open up the upper back to get more uniformity in the functionality of the spine. So we're going to use a couple of props here. The first one is a blanket. Now I've got a fluffy blanket here, and I don't recommend that. I recommend a firmer blanket. Generally I use a firmer blanket. Today I don't have one, so I'm using a fluffy blanket. It's fairly firmed up though. The second thing I have here is a yoga bolster. Okay, this is a pretty firm yoga bolster. It's about 8 inches thick. When you first get it, it's round, but it tamps down. And it's about 8 inches thick. Okay, and maybe, I don't know, 1.5 feet, 2 feet long, something like that. Long enough to support your torso, basically. So now, if you don't have a bolster and you don't have a firm yoga blanket, and you don't, in the next version we're going to use a strap, and any of those, you can buy those at my website if you'd like. That's not the point. If you don't have one and you want to use something in place of a bolster, get a couple of firm blankets and fold them up lengthwise like the shape of this bolster. Okay, and stack them on top of each other so that they're nice and firm. You really want firm support for your body because that's the only way your back is going to release, if there's firm support. Okay, so here we go. First off, I sit on the edge of the bolster. It's pretty straightforward. Buttocks on the end of the bolster, okay? Legs straight out in front of me, toes facing towards the ceiling. Now, I reach in with my hands and I grab my inner knees. Okay, this is important. I'm not going to use the muscles in here to pull my legs in. I'm actually going to use my arms. And there's a reason to this madness. I pull my legs in, I put my feet together, not too close to the bolster. Then I lift my buttocks and I put them on the floor, about a fist distance away from the bolster. Okay? So I have a little bit of room for my back to arch. Now I arch my back over the bolster, and I take the blanket and I bring it right up to my shoulders here. And I just place my head on the blanket. Now, my arms go out to my sides. In this position, my lower back is fully supported. I have a nice lumbar support here, so my back can rest and feel the support of the bolster. Notice how it goes right into my back and it helps me to create this lumbar curve, one that I probably don't have enough of. Now this upper chest and back opens passively because of the support of this bolster. My head and neck are supported, so no part of my spine is straining at all. None of my spine is working right now. It's just resting and releasing. So this passive opening of the upper back actually allows more opening of the upper spine, more movement in the upper spine, and because of that, when you have more movement in the upper spine, you'll need less movement in the lower spine. And when you need less movement, you will get less movement. Because remember, what you don't use, nature takes away. It's you use it or lose it. So if you're not using all of your lower back mobility, you will lose some of it. It will tighten up a bit, which is a good thing. And you can do that without doing strengthening exercises by simply loosening up the upper back. The arms go out to the side, elbows resting, and you just release in this position and lie here for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, to come up, the longer the better. To come up, you place your elbows on the floor, grab your legs with your hands, and lift your body. Head comes up last. Do not use the front of the body as much as possible. Use your arms to bring yourself up. Come upright, take your outer knees together with your hands, and then straighten your legs. And there you have it.